Just the definition of trauma is a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. And this pandemic and what we're going through, for many people, is just that, causing an increase in anxiety, depression, feelings of hopelessness, fear, and even it can increase suicidal thoughts.
Devina Parker is a licensed marriage and family therapist specializing in trauma. She says not many would attribute those things to the pandemic, but it could very well be that.
Especially for those who were already struggling with this, and the pandemic just exacerbates it. It just makes it worse.
To help face these issues, she says we should all have a self-care plan.
One, knowing what your triggers are, knowing exactly what sets me off, what changes when I'm happy and then I automatically switch to being depressed or sad or maybe even enraged. And secondly, knowing exactly what calms and relaxes you. Lastly, which is the most important thing, and I always preach this, is incorporating that, doing that every single day.
I started riding my bike to relieve stress and, of course, to get out of the house during the pandemic. And I'm not the only one. I see a lot of my neighbors doing the exact same thing. According to NDP.com, adult leisure bike sales were up 121% in March. So what other activities are people doing to help themselves feel better during this time?
My husband started planting a garden, and we go out in the garden, and that's something we have been talking about doing for a really long time.
Coming to the park more often, reading.
Spending time with family. Bike riding, go outside, do some activities, just, trying to do a little more as family game nights and stuff like that.
I started making masks for my family, for my friends. That has also helped me focus on something good, something positive.
Devina says these activities and self-care habits we pick up aren't a quick fix during the pandemic, but something we should all do on a regular basis. Reporting in New Orleans, Brandy Campbell.